Wow, wow. Good evening, everybody. So to have you here. Happy Friday. So glad you could make it. Um, oof. We're still playing. We're still playing Long of the Queen because I just can't get enough of this freaking game. Let's see. Before we begin, I gotta tell you something. I mentioned it in the stream chat, but I want to put it here on the video for record in case anyone watched the previous ones or was not here when that happened. I was screwing around on the load screen for this in Steam and noticed that there is an achievement for sinking a fleet via magic. So it is possible. We just didn't figure out how to do it. But it can be done. Anyways, let's see, where did we love? Musical Falcon Queen. We put composed on here, but then our Falcon Queen didn't actually end up very composed. We should probably... Did you get the achievement? An achievement for getting flowers from a dame? No! But I'm all over that! Alright, so what's our idea? This is our bird bard princess. Wait, let me make sure that the... Okay. We actually have a 0 composure now. Should maybe amp that up a little bit, I don't know. In our presence, but when she's like this, we can't really do much of nothing. We'll study some divination some more, since that seems to be freaking everywhere, I don't know. We got good reflexes too, but they can be even better. Do them more. Can't see the chat. Got some from a mystery dame. Man, that reminds me of some of the events you can get in Princess Maker 2. Ah, Princess Maker 2. Alright, alright. So I'm just gonna do this unless anyone has any other requests. And if you do, toss them in whenever we get to the after the chill out on the weekend whatever thing. Hang on, I gotta make sure that the actual message I put for Twitter actually went through. There we go. Alright. Boop. Dropping your favorite plate is bad luck. A statue spontaneously shattering is a bad omen. Surprisingly! My favorite plate. You practice tennis against multiple opponents, learning to judge at a glance when a ball is too far away to reach in time. You got mastery of reflexes. There is a man here to see you. He wishes crowdfunding for a project of his. Oh, right! This is the one where he talks about the printing press and we don't have any knowledge of that. Right. We have not actually ever successfully passed this check. Production plus trade. I wonder if we have the ability to make... Can we do this within a week? Can we make her? I don't think we'd have enough. I don't think we'd be able to pull it off. Where am I going? Gotta find a hospital, that's cool. I had our first LD funded something, I think, but I have yet to see the production press go into production. Wait, what did I say? The printing press go into production. Nah. Alright, alright. I had to try, I didn't think so, but you never know. Alright, let's just get this over with. Hey! How's it going? Alright, what are we doing? What are you feeling? What are we studying? I mean, what mood do we need her? I don't remember. That'll do, I suppose. We could study public speaking. You probably learned a lot of things, kid. Keep them to yourself if they relate to the game. Cheerful or pressured. Sophie! Alright. Wonder if we should learn any of these. I don't know. I'll study whatever you guys want. I mean, do we want to, I guess we should study dogs a little bit. Dogs and horses some more. Still can't study any trade or whatever. Maybe some history or something. Sophie, you want out? It's raining outside now. Okay. Maybe we should make her. That increases. Expression increases. We should have made her sad. That increases expression and animal handling. I'm all about both of those things. Wait, conversation athletics. Oh, I guess we could study some athletics so we don't, you know. Let's actually study climbing. I've never actually done much climbing. Your honeys, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget that my own mother will never be. Blah, 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 blah. That I was an occupation of the country, blah, blah, blah. I know there's been some problems in Nixium, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying Southern Marie. I don't know anything about the military. I don't want to fight. There must be a peaceful way to settle this. I will send for diplomats from Nixium to try and come to some arrangement. Thank you, Your Highness. Your Highness, if I may ask, that necklace you're wearing, where did it come from? It was a gift from the Duke of Sedna. Then you have made arrangements with him? What sort of arrangements? Your Highness, that's a courting gift. We have never, we have not done any malicious evilities. I'd be game to try one at some point if you're interesting. But first we gotta finish our bird bard. What am I doing? Wait, I just want one that doesn't actually... Which of these doesn't jack up intrigue? Criminy. Can I just be neutral? Sports +1 angry. Swivel +1 lonely. Angry! Let's make her angry. Oh my goodness! Look at that face! Look at you! Weapons and military. That's adorable. Alright, let's try and push willful up a little bit. Instead, then. Learn to evaluate whether a tree branch is safe to bear your weight. You clamber up and down trees, able to fetch fruit or get a better view. Stop being so happy, you child. You take deep breaths, practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of a room. Memorize listen sonnets, and recite them for your teacher at any castle staff she can round up for serving as an audience. The representative from Ixion is here. Be careful, no one wants to give up the prizes that they have won. You have the full support of my sister and myself, Your Highness. Whoa, look at her! Let's get this over with. Countess of Dysnomia. Nope, history. Failed. Oh no! Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me this audience. I'm sure we can come to an amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones, no? Maybe we should have studied a bit. Dysnomia. Dysnomia means bad name, does it really? I guess you're right, it does, doesn't it? Hey girl! Foreign affairs failed. We could be good neighbors again without any lives being lost. Look at all these things we could do. Foreign intelligence. If only we could get intrigue. If only. Execute him! Yeah, there we go. Let's just bluff. You are trespassing on our land. You will withdraw your troops at once. Only then will we have peace. Court manners failed. Oh my gosh, two claims for execution. You want me to do this? You really want me to do this? I'm gonna do it. And here you have our answer. We actually already do have the achievement for execution. We executed someone in one of our first files in at least one playthrough. Off with his head! Ship that back to Ixin. If they know what's good for them, they'll get out of my way. Dang, girl! I like this melody. Alright, dang it, she ended up cheerful again. That's not what I wanted. I like how visiting the dungeons makes you +1 cheerful and +1 angry. That's a weird combination of It makes me both cheerful and angry to visit the dungeon. Affected by cruelty. You sneak down to the castle dungeons and amuse yourself by poking the locked up peasants with sticks. Poor fools. Goodness gracious! Evil Elodie. Goodness. It depends on your Elodie's mood, and also apparently if she's murdered some people. Because I know we'd get a couple different reactions depending on whether she was like scared or one of the various upset emotions. Yeah, do it. All right. So are we still going? I mean, are we still wanting to? I mean, we might as well make use of this while we have it. Swords. Want to study some archery too? Shoot, why not? Maybe you should study strategy. You receive a report on the outcome of the battle against the Ixonites. You succeeded in driving them out of Marie, but it cost you almost a full battalion of soldiers and a great deal of material. You lost 966 soldiers. The Duke of Marie will be happy, but we could have done better. You also received a letter informing you that Talaris, the Duke of Sedna, will be arriving for an official visit next week. We could talk to our father? Yes, let's talk to our father about this. Dad, if this trouble with Ixion started years ago, why didn't Mom fix it? Your mother told the Duke of Marie and the Duchess of Hellas that it was their problem and that they should sort it out themselves. Oh. Should I have done that? The situation is different now. Everyone on all sides wishes to see what sort of queen is coming to the throne. Everyone is judging me. I love our mom. Our mom was great, dang. You practice slow swings to move your blade to precisely marked targets, building up your muscles and control. Do I look like your mom? Sort this out yourselves, exactly. You drill with a partner, attacking and blocking carefully timed patterns. Learn to the sea. Oh wait, the sea is not something you hold. It's still one of my favorites. Look at this guy. How old are you? 26. You're still one of the youngest ones that we've come across. Ah, Your Highness. What a pleasure it is to meet you in person at last. Your description did not do you justice. I feel like we have run into this guy. Tee-hee, flattery, failed. Wait, I want to know what happens if you pass the flattery. Do you compliment him back, or do you tell him like, pshh? I don't know how to deal with handsome older men paying me compliments. Oh, that's our answer. I was so pleased to hear that you accepted my humble offering, a jewel for a jewel. Oh yeah, this is the guy who sent us the necklace. A jewel for a jewel, but you are the more precious. I hope that this is the only beginning of a mutually beneficial relationship. A union between us would bring stability to both our peoples. He really does want to marry me! Oh yeah! We can accept. We never tried accepting. I mean, I will do whatever you guys wish for this playthrough. Any playthrough. You know how I am. Gotta close some other windows while I've... Why is all this crap even open? Why are you asking me if he's evil? He seems decent. If he's also evil, we should marry him. He's certainly the one closest to our age so far, but that's still not saying much. I mean, he's still like several years our senior. Like over 10 years. I need to let him down gently. I'm not marrying you! I'm only 14! Nice. That may not have been gentle. I see. I regret the misunderstanding. That was the same reaction we got last time we did it too. We didn't have enough manners to let him out gently. Let him down gently. Alright. How are we doing? I need to get her out of this angry funk. But I guess it's good to have this for a bit so we can practice, Oh, you know, we don't have a bonus to intrigue, but we don't have a problem. We don't have a penalty on it either. So hey, let's study some intrigue. I gotta say, he looks at least as much like an evil wizard as the actual evil wizard who killed our dad. It's true. No good person has that kind of haircut. The current Duke of Sedna is 26 years old and unmarried. He might be considered a good marriage prospect for you if you desire stronger ties with the domain of Talas. Whoopsie daisy! You are requested to stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. Oh, it's this guy. You don't look 33 at all. Your Highness, this slattern dares to beg pardon when she admits that she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. I still don't get this. She didn't actually succeed. Which sister? Chrysanne, the Duchess of Mead, I don't care. Is she alright? Hey, you wanna breathe with me? Come here.
Do you want us to put the cot out for your bed, or you want to sit
I'll sit on the couch. It's comfy. Alright, maybe we should have studied Novan history some more. Alright. You want to read Kevin's part?
Kevin a Blow. Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
I don't know, he's just a neutral guy. He does challenge us to a fight later, depending on how we go sight on this.
Is he wimpy or is he masculine?
He's fairly decent. He's a pretty decent fighter, I suppose. Just read whatever you feel like for him, man.
Okay. She is unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat her foul spew.
He tried to poison his sister.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
Condemned woman.
It's justice, it is. Them devils killed me brother and broke me mom's heart. Lied to her, they did, when she went to see why he'd not come back. Said he'd gone for a soldier, when he never would. He weren't the only one, neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get my own back. That's justice. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. They sound kind of the same, don't they?
Yeah, internal affairs failed. I don't know about with this. I guess we should have done that instead of foreign affairs, huh? I didn't think that something internal would come up so fast.
I don't know what this is all about. Either way, murder is a serious crime, but...
Put her to work, imprison her, execute her.
Ooh, put her to work. What say the game?
Mom says to put her to work. We did execute someone earlier. Hey, Sophie.
I think make her work, you know. Earn her keep. Work her hard.
I do know that if we do this, he probably will come back and fight us later. He'll be mad about it. I mean, he's gonna come back angry at us.
We'll do whatever you think is best.
No, I'm just telling you. I know from a fact what does happen. I can't. The stream's not talking to me. Stream. Stream. Good thing we have sword training. It's true. This woman failed at her goal. She harmed no one. I do not require her life. If she is kept far away from your sister's court, she will no longer be a threat.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
You're going to forgive her?
I'm indentering her, not pardoning her. She will serve as a heavy laborer in northern Ursel.
Ha ha. She should be made an example of. She should be drawn and quartered in a public square.
I have spoken.
God bless you, miss.
Gods. Multiple.
God's bless you, miss.
Oh no. This guy is butt man. He's pretty. His jimmies are pretty rustled by this.
Oh yeah.
Alright. I say we study some more. We're so close to getting to 50. Like, we are 49.9 with swords. Really? That 0.1 extra? Really? Whatever. Let's get to...
Angry.
We're angry. We'll study archery so that once we actually get back to swords, we can go past just the 1%. I mean, the 0.1%. Not that it does us any good now, but we can study intrigue. She's been here for a while. I don't know if I don't know if you've actually chatted with us actively whenever Kit was here, but Kit's been here for a while.
Hi, Kit.
You learn how to twist and wax bowstring from a variety of fibers.
Until you have children of your own, your paternal uncle, the Duke of Murpha, is next in line for the crown, and after him would be his daughter, your cousin Charlotte.
Ooh. Hi, Maury. I know you're there somewhere.
As you are walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. Well, we didn't have enough divination to call that, but at least we knew we were able to pass the falcons. An owl flying in the open in broad daylight? That's unusual. I wonder if something attacked it. When you return to the castle, your father is waiting for you. There are reports that a key throng has been sighted leaving the old forest. She's not gonna know what a key throng is, Dad. What's a key throng? A beast with the body of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak, and spikes on its back. Ew! Several disappearances in southern Caloris were already thought to be the work of this creature. What do we do? Should we send hunters? The traditional policy on stray beasts is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there. Our policy is to just kind of hope they go away.
Okay, just ignore them and hope they go away. And how well does that work for you?
I have no idea. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You would only make it angry and waste more lives. So we just let it eat people? Everyone's there. It is. There's the part. That's the part you're talking about, kid. Everyone dies in the end.
It's true.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks.
Dot, dot, dot.
+1 depressed. Ah, there it is. Oh, that's great. Okay.
Oh, Battery's here.
Yeah, we got a lot of folks
So
here.
is Blood.
Yep. We got Dawn, Kit, Maury, Kelly, Bagtree.
Hi, guys.
Alright. Goodness. Is it still as windy as it was out?
No,
Have you
it's
checked
not as
lately?
windy, but it is going to rain some more.
Alright, so do we want to make her... I guess we can bump down her afraid and get her her angry and be neutral. We still know it's an owl if we fail. Oh, we still think it's an owl if we fail. We just don't suspect that something must have been chasing it. Okay. Let's study horses. Oh, wait, what else was it? It's gonna study archery. We should also study some... What do you want to study, Mom?
I'm gonna go study that beer I have open.
Well, all right! That works for me, I guess. Maybe we should study some trade, like things that I know that we're not gonna be able to do later because he's gonna be in weird moods that don't lend themselves. Are we gonna try to do magic on this one? Are we gonna try and get the thing? This is the file where we sent what's her name away, blue-haired lady, but we have the nun instead. So it's up to you guys. Do we have a way to avoid the chocolates yet? No. We can go all dogs though. We can go all dogs. It's a chocolate.
What the? Never mind.
What?
Okay, we found a way to avoid the chocolates, but we can go all dogs. All right.
Okay.
I have not a clue.
Okay, well let me explain it to you. There's a part of the game where we receive chocolates as a gift. There are several checks you can do to avoid eating the chocolates. The chocolates are poisoned.
I did gather that. But what had the dogs to do with you? What, the dogs eat the chocolates?
No. The dog, if you have a dog and you raise it to a certain level, your dog will smell, that something's funky with the chocolate and will
alert you to.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ponder my beer.
Okay, talk to you later.
Love you.
Love you too. Bye bye.
Bye, guys. Unless you have some exciting reading there, I can do. But
probably soon. Is she gonna get her beer and come back? That would make me laugh. Remember that the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. A grand ball. There will be dancing. As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession, take part in ceremonial planting, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required. Oh, hi! And it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean, not safe? Outside of the castle, you are less well protected. If anyone means you harm, think on it now, decide later. There's a letter for you as well. Ow! You bumped right into my reflex spot on my knees.
It's from Brandy. I went to school with her, but she's a couple years older than me. Her mother is the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. We even studied dancing and all. Apparently her Uncle Kevin is absolutely furious about that woman's trial. Whoops. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest her, she says with a smile on her face.
Okay. Let's make her... I wonder if this will be enough to... Let's put it in this one.
Are they hearing this lovely music too?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they are. Shoot, she didn't end up depressed. She just ended up afraid. That's not what I wanted! Ended up defrayed.
Why do you want her to be depressed?
Because it gives her a bonus to animal handling and to expression.
Okay.
So we can study stuff like singing and dogs faster.
Got it.
Because as you know, when you're feeling depressed, it's nice to just, express yourself and pet animals.
Indeed.
Mm.
Scientifically proven.
Yep. What is she now? Yielding. Well, hey! Alright. World demeanor, history, fate. That's great. Not what we needed, but... I guess we could do that and then, bring up willful next time. Who knows? I'm terrible at figuring this part out.
Pressured? That would make her depressed. Maybe. I don't know.
No, you don't. They're mood sliders.
Okay, I don't get it, but it's alright.
Whenever one has is the furthest up or down is what is... Like, currently, yielding is the furthest down, so her mood is yielding. If you have all of them in line, she's neutral. If you have, like, if this one was a little bit further up, she'd be cheerful.
Got it.
You know?
So she's feeling pressured.
Well, she is feeling a little pressured, but right now her predominant mood is yielding. We should study some history while we have the chance. Maybe some divination. Oh, sorry. Did you want to read that? You read about well-known signs of bad fortune: whales turning sour, dry lightning, strange fish caught in nets, malformed babies being born, and so on.
That's depressing.
Hey, it's divination. You read about signs of presage. Thank you. Presage famous disasters such as the seas running red. Does the dog need to go out? Or the other dog is in her bed.
With her dog.
She's got Sophie. Sophie, you can get that. That's your toy. Oh. Mom picked up the toy and tried to take it away, and the little dog went and grabbed it back.
Give that to me. Drop it. Drop it.
You're such a baby, Sophie. Okay.
It's hers. It belongs to her.
Should we lead the parade?
I think you should make a speech.
We don't have very good public speaking skills.
Then definitely just lead the parade.
I mean, we could try. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever.
Yeah, baby.
My little girl. You prepare your best brown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. It may not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are. Decoration failed. Elegance failed.
Really?
We have 0 in that. None.
Well,
0.
then why did you pick that?
Well, that part we can't avoid. Unfortunately, all the words you had planned go out of your head when you're faced with the moment.
Okay, so how do we...
We just avoid. I guess I'd rather stay here.
Well, then why did it give her a choice?
Well, if you've raised your public speaking skills higher, you can do successful. But this LED does not have very high stats in those.
Okay.
You watch the procession from your tower window, feeling safe but lonely.
Okay, now she's really gonna be depressed.
Suddenly, no, that didn't raise depressed. It raised yielding and lonely, but it didn't raise depressed.
Okay.
Because everyone knows that depressed and lonely are totally different things. They have no relation to one another at all. Suddenly, you hear something moving around inside your room. You turn surprised, but it's only a maid.
Yeah, poor dumb Evelyn. My lady.
Okay.
What are you? Should you not be in the procession?
Faith, success. It's a major festival, but there are other ways to celebrate. Confess your fears, yell at her, make a religious excuse.
Confess your fears.
I can't go outside. There might be assassins. Oh.
Oh.
That's it. She's just like, oh, alright, bye.
That's very wise of you, my lady.
We don't actually have any skills in meditating, so.
Ooh.
Whoa, Elodie, don't be mean. We'll just... Alright, so what do we got?
I'm not sure I'm liking this Elodie chick.
Well, that's only if we pick the mean options. We don't have to be mean.
Just saying.
Maid's name is Alice, yes.
Ooh, let's be a bad girl.
Alright, how we doing? Chili, Faith. Let's study some dogs. And study some, what else we got? Let's study some decoration. Let's actually do that for once. Wait, is this... Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently we suck at it.
Well, you know, sucking at decoration is how we lost that. We lost our razzle dazzle.
Oh, what? Duh. Definitely then.
Animal handling dogs.
I thought you were gonna do decoration.
I am.
Oh.
You can do two. We do one in the morning, one in the evening.
Oh.
You discuss the nature of beauty, looking around at landscapes, objects, and people, and comparing their aesthetic elements. Elodie starts an aesthetic blog. You learn about dog grooming and the most common diseases and injuries that dogs suffer from.
Oh, well, that's important.
Are you ready for the grand ball? I can't dance at all, Dad! All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen.
Oh.
You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make the grand entrance. I don't think I've ever had an Elodie pass this at all. She's been uncomposed. She's been freaked out by this and also not able to dance. Oh, we failed all of those checks. Dog first aid. What on earth is a doom shadow? Who knows? After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they all saw you hesitate. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. Her mom is dead. I've told you that, right?
Yeah, I figured that out.
After this, you must choose your own partner. There are a number of men who hope to catch your eye. The Duke of Kegel alone has brought 3 eligible sons, all near your age. Well, hey, finally, someone near our age. Our last suitor was like at least 10 years older than us. You look around the room at all your possible partners, which is to say everyone. So last time we picked someone scandalous, and it was our magical mentor. But we actually sent her away, so I don't know who it would be now. Unless it's gonna be like the magical mentor's girlfriend.
Someone about her age? What do you get with that?
I don't know. We can find out. Sophie.
She's guarding her dog.
The Duchess of Hellas. You feel deliciously wicked at the expression of shock on her face. But it soon fades into something more ambiguous. Oh, Lordy! Oh, Lordy!
This is one of those kind of games. All right.
Her hand in yours is warm, and too late you wonder if you're playing with fire. Well then, last time if you pick what? The maid, probably. There actually is one where there is one I think that you dance with the maid at one point. I feel like at some sort of endeavor. You approach Lily, a second son of the Duke of Kegel. He's about 2 years older than you. What's always nice to you at school? Was that Bryn who we approached? I can't remember. None of these titles mean anything to me.
You are such a
naughty girl.
Naughty girl. That's not.
I know that's not what you're going to say. He bows to you with great courtesy, and you begin to dance. I'm really curious though what goes on with that other one though.
Someone scandalous?
Yeah, we walk. I don't remember who the Duchess of Hellas is. All these titles mean freaking nothing to me. Unfortunately, you lose track of what steps you're supposed to do and when, and you trip over your own feet.
Oops.
Anyway, I don't care, guys. I'll pick whichever one you want. If you want to do someone our age, or if you want to do the Duchess here. Court manners plus flattery failed. During the lull in music, Banyan, the Duke of Marie, taps an elegant fingernail against the wine glass, letting the clear note ring through the room. Oh, this guy. Oh, Bryn is his sister! Alright!
She is the Duchess of Hellas.
Yeah. She was cool looking. If I might have your attention, I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. How have we been doing so far? Pretty good. We executed a guy. And then, what else did we do? I don't know. We studied some swords.
You led the parade and you failed.
We backtracked that. We retconned that. That didn't happen. We stayed in the castle. Her bravery and courage keep our borders defended. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see.
Does someone catch your eye?
Wait, what? There's Gwenelle, for instance, the young lady of Sedesbury, only months older than you, and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Well, if you want to try, we can go through that. But like, I don't think we picked that one in this one. All right. We'll go back and we'll see if we can start. Scandalous. Too bad we're terrible at dancing. It's alright though.
Still?
Well, Mom, it's not gonna change.
I know. I get it. Oh, you got your dog back. Okay. This time I'm really going.
Bye, Mom, for reals.
For reals. For reals. My beer is empty and...
Ordell, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Lila, and a fierce sportswoman, few years ahead of you in school and the absolute terror on the ball fields. No, Brittany, she had said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. I wonder if you do execute her if Brittany shows up. Like, because I know that whoever it was, Kevin was really angry about that, and that was part of why she was, Strange that there's no sign of your cousins, though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come, neither being so close by. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? So I like how we have +1 angry and -1 afraid. They do the same thing, but I just want to make her more depressed. -1 afraid, that'll do. What are you saying for Aurelio's too? Oh, for yeah, Mom, yes. Yes, yes. Alright, agility, faith. Let's take some decoration. And I think we should also study some more instrument too, but let's study dogs and instrument, I guess. Wait, we could study some dance. Not that it really matters now. I don't know if we ever actually need it at any point in now. Beyond this one place. You learn to play notes and scales on a simple wooden recorder. You practice with the recorder, learning to recognize tunes that you hear and replicate them. You learn the standard commands for working with trained hunting dogs and retrievers. You practice working with trained dogs in a small area, telling them to stay, search, and fetch. Milady, a bouquet has arrived for you. The flowers are unusual. Long spikes of red, thick with nectar and emitting a strong fragrance. Nothing like the delicate blossoms in most vases. Court manners failed. Poison failed. Oh lord. Oh lord. Okay. Who sent them? The Duchess of Hellas. The Duchess of Hellas, I believe. Whoa! This bitch. You trying to poison us, girl? Eyebrow waggle. Put them on display. I think they look nice. You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events in the domain. Oh, this! You're moving with such enthusiasm. I swear if those flowers are actually poisoned, though. Give them to Alice. Would you like them? But the Duchess sent those flowers to you. I don't care about her! Cruelty success. We actually passed it. This Elodie would give up a pillow. Oh god, can we kill Alice? Good. You just might get freaky ending if you survive. So you want to accept them or give them to Alice? I don't want to kill Alice. Insult her with... Good afternoon, Countess. My, what large breasts you have! Putting them on display for any particular reason? Elodie! Hilarious. Really, my dears, I like to comment on ladies' attributes like that. But you are young, you will grow. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and exits. Rude. You meet her eyes and imagine your mother's disapproving presence behind you. She notices your stare but only smiles at you ever so sweetly. We have no presents. Darling Elodie, I hope you've been well. You've been fine. Many dark looks were aimed your way at the gala. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. I am paying attention to what's around me. Visit Celine. Celine is living here? Wait, no. Yeah, wait, what? Oh no, this is Celine. Celine is... Right, I remember now. Celine is... Anyway, what's up, Celine? So, your efforts to acquire the access to treasure have not been successful. We still require your crystal. She said before, if I couldn't get into the treasury, she might have to kill the guards. Don't worry, I'm working on it, it'll be fine. I don't want her to kill the guards. But we aren't going with magic route this time anyway, right? Oh, sad Elodie. Wait, did I pick the wrong one? You practice sketching fruits and flowers with charcoal and parchment. You study the theory of color, how they complement and contrast, and how to select colors to emphasize a mood. You even left a new outfit! You learn about caring for horses, grooming the different brushes, and keeping hooves free of stones. You learn about the different pieces that go into saddles and bridles, how to check for signs of wear, and how to equip and adjust them on a horse. You left a new outfit! Hot diggity! It is a time of year to decide any necessary adjustments to the royal budget. The majority of the money you receive is already spoken for, but there's always some room for discretion. I don't know anything about budgets! Raise the taxes! Sure, why not? Alright, what do we got here? Toga! Oh my gosh, look at you! That's adorable. A hunt coat boosts animal handling. Adorable. Alright, let's see here. You practice major and minor scales at a keyboard of a pianoforte. You study musical notation and begin to play familiar songs by sight on the pianoforte. You choose a young puppy and begin raising him to respond to you over all others. You roam around the castle grounds with your dog, letting him learn his way around and becomes accustomed to the sights, smells, and sounds of the castle inhabitants. You are requested to stand in judgment. A man has been convicted of murder by strangling of his wife. Oh, this guy. We want to execute him, imprison him. Well, we already know from past experience that he's a lumen. We don't have proof of it here, but I don't care whether they were demons or not. You're still a murderer and your life is forfeit. For cruelty points, you will be hanged in public as a deterrent to future criminals. A deterrent. He hangs his mouth to argue with you further, but then his shoulders slump. Dang. Imprison, then poke him with sticks. There we go. I won't forgive you for that. You will be imprisoned for the rest of your life. I don't know. I don't really care, man. Falcons. Okay, we were still going falcons and music, so I need to study voice some more. And then after that, after we get these amped up a bit more, we can go back to studying things like intrigue and whatnot. Sounds legit? You learn the solfa system, a way of expressing a tune where each note is represented by a different syllable. You practice standing in a correct posture and singing scales to improve your pitch and tone. She reminds me of a Jigglypuff, with big blue eyes and pink curls. Adorable. Man, we just passed by the part where we get our bird completely. You carefully feed tidbits to your bird while she rests on your glove. You practice walking around holding your bird attached to walking around holding the bird attached to you by a short length to ensure she doesn't fly away. Oh yeah! I forgot about this. I was thinking, I wonder if I feel like if we imprison him, doesn't he escape? But I was like, no, maybe I'm imagining that, but no, that is exactly what happens. Get now fall on the royal treasure to repair the damage. Should have just murdered him, guys. You want me to go back and murder him? I'll do it. I'll go right back there and murder him. Affected by loneliness, -1 lonely. We never had an LED that murdered this many people. I think our last one was from a few weeks before that, but we can... Uh... Baller. Okay. Oh no, now she's willful. Hey, whatever. It improves. We'll take it. You know. Even as a brief reprise, a boost to intrigue will be great. Cute. Your maternal uncle's wife, the Countess Nix, claims kinship to the old Merva line and originally asked your mother for title to the duchy. However, no one could verify her lineage. As a compromise, your mother created her brother Duke of Merva. Oh, you received word of an unfortunate incident at the gallows where the man you judged was to be executed. Oh no! As he was led to the platform, he suddenly lashed out with explosive magical power, killing several guards and spectators before making his escape. The population is buzzing with rumors of a secret cabal of evil lumens who sacrifice innocents in their dark rituals. Hunting, no effect. You could go hunting now. When did our willful go up so much? The most important thing is that we study falcons. Really, the only way to be truly done with this guy is to magically wreck him. I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Titan and Duke Regent of Villith, has passed away. This isn't really a surprise. He was pretty old. The problem is the political implications. With the control of Elephant out, it falls to the crown to make decisions. Blah 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 blah. Our internal affairs is not good enough. Alright, so he will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. So that means he is 2 years younger than us. Wait. One year. My bad. Because we're only 14. We could marry this guy. We could marry this guy and then everybody wins. He requests that we accept this boy as your future husband and keep him here at the castle. We know that sending him to his uncle works alright, but we haven't ever tried marrying him or leaving him, I don't think. It's up to you. It would just make inheritance more difficult. Would it? I mean, it's just the queen is still the one in power here. Like, even if we marry him, we'll still be the ruling party. I'm putting in a drink. I'll be right back. You guys reach a decision. See you in the morning. Oh, marrying everyone, yes. So you want to marry him? Mom says we should marry him. Okay, I'll marry him. At least that way I won't get stuck with an old man.
There you go.
Mwah. You can't actually marry him until he's old enough, but he will be brought here to live with you, to live as your companion. See what he looks like, at least. Marry everyone, then kill them. Yes. Become Mantis Queen. Ted, that's it. Are you happy we found an adorable child husband? Alright, what do you want to study, gang? Oh, we need to get more... We should study some pole arms so we can get the last little bit of swords. And also, since we're here, we might as well study some... intrigue. Why not? Ooh! There's a woman here to see you. She is a musician and wishes crown patronage. Which means money. Your Royal Highness, if you accept me as a member of your court, I will immortalize you in word and song. I have dabbled in musical styles from many countries and can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings. It's okay, but nothing special. Yes! That might mean she has other talents. Other talents. Test her for secret skills. You are familiar with the traditions of many locations, yes? Can you also perform accents? That I can. What about juggling? I can keep a set of dangers in the air. Interesting. I look forward to all you have to tell me. We'll have to talk privately to see how much she knows, but I think she might be useful. Neat! Your Highness, thank you. I like her hat too. Thank you again for the opportunity. Yes, yes. Now, what have you heard on your travels? What are people saying about me? I haven't yet had the chance to play at many noble courts, although I intend to. The common people of Nobu are wary of you. You are very young to have so much responsibility. If they see you as a grieving child, they will not trust your ability to protect them. Of course, with me at your side, your popularity can only increase. Never underestimate the power of music. Yeah, spy! I'm so excited! Spy! Spy bard. She is totally gonna write songs about how great we are. You learn to mix paints and apply them to a canvas, capturing the light and color of the castle gardens. You study the art of floral design, seeing how proper arrangements of flowers can affect the character of a room or an outdoor space. You practice walking while carrying a long weapon, blah blah blah, getting the feel for its size and weight and learning to maneuver without banging into anything unintentionally. You learn basic stances, grips, and positions with staff fighting and learn how to block a blow without crushing your fingers. How is Adair setting into life at the castle? I found him in the garden trying to catch frogs. So I showed him a few tricks. Oh, that's so... That's adorable, actually. We passed the animal handling check and helped our future husband catch frogs. Kawaii. I'm sure you'll work things out. Hi there. Oh my god, look at you! Rupa, look at you! You're adorable! Mom, come here. Look at our future husband. Look at him, he's adorable. He was trying to catch frogs out in the garden, so because we were really good with animals, we went and helped him catch frogs. We made friends.
Cool.
We're gonna marry
There
him.
you go. I love it.
It's much better than marrying a 30-something-year-old.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Aww.
Alright, good night, Mom.
Good night, baby. Mwah. See you in the morning.
Okay. Muffled carry sounds. About right, yeah. Engaged to Elodie. Hi, Elodie. He's kind of like a miniature. He's so cute and small. How are you doing? Okay, I guess. It's really quiet here. How come you don't have any more brothers or sisters? I don't know. Oh, Mama Reese doesn't call her mom, doesn't call her stepmother, just says Mama Reese. Mama Reese says it's a noble's duty to have a big family. Well, not everyone agrees with her. Sorry. Should I kiss you now? What? You can if you want. I don't want to. That's gross. he looks so nervous. Poor nervous little kid. Is this what couples do? I don't know. We don't understand how this works. Relationships. If you want, I guess. You're so cute. No way, you're a 12-year-old boy. That's disgusting. That's rude. That's no way to talk to your fiance. Sorry. Oh. Oh, I'm definitely game for it. If you want to. You have to bend over a little so he can reach. The result is damp. Sorry. This must be even more strange for him than it is for you. He's lost a parent too, and now everyone else is making decisions about his life, including you. Oh. Hang on, I'm curious. Alright, you still get the same result if you say you can turn him down. If you'd like, you can come to some of my classes or meet with the tutors that I'm not using that week. I mean, it's important that for you to learn too, right? You're going to be like a duke or in a king consort like my father. Okay. Tiny fiance and towering reality. Alright, what does this boost? Athletics and faith. I don't really care. I want to study intrigue. And I guess some divination. Since we have the... Wait, was this the one that we... Internal affairs. The last Duke of Mead was the elder half-brother of the current Duchess. Weird. Oh wait, no, I was reading that wrong. His reign was brief and highly scandalous. He defied tradition to pledge himself as the life mate. Oh, he defied tradition to pledge himself as the life mate of the old Duke of Ursel, then broke that off only a year later. He retired into seclusion and died still unwed. The Duke of Marie had paid suit to the Duchess of Ursel. Oh! The Duchess of Ursel. Her friend, Juliana. The Duchess's brother is opposed, as he will inherit if she dies childless. Your agents suspect the Duchess of Ursula is actually more interested in the Duchess of Hellas. Ooh! She's got the hots for it, okay. Neither has ever been linked to a man. You read about King Latimer and how he knew he was destined for greatness when he saw the shape of a crown in a spider's web. Apparently the game is shipping some Juliana and Bryn, yes. Juliana gets all the ladies. Staring up into the sky out your window, you notice a strange flash of light. Falling star! Pretty! I don't freaking care. Let's study some strategy. I wonder if that's what she's... And they actually weren't dating. It sounded like Juliana had a thing for her, maybe. But yeah, it mentioned that she might have an eye for Bryn, but I know that from other various playthroughs and things like that, Juliana mentions that she does have an in with the priestess lady, and perhaps more. I think that there's one scene where like they're out somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, everybody's got the hots for Juliana. Is what it is. I have unpleasant news to report. Oh no! Tolerist, the Duke of Sedna, has instituted high tariffs and trade restrictions on the Elf border. Business is disrupted and there are growing shortages of supplies. Economics failed. I've never seen an economics check before. And the royal treasury were paid to keep the people fed. Very well. He mad because we dumped him for a because we took his necklace and dumped him for a 12-year-old. He's so butt mad. Wait, 13. There's pretty strong implications. I thought they were an official item. They might be an official item depending on what route you go down. I don't know. I mean, but I don't think they are necessarily. Juliana probably knows every other lesbian in the kingdom. You're probably right. Yielding lonely. Juliana is magic teacher and ladies fancier in chief. Goodness, look at all these ciphers we're studying. You have random substitution ciphers where the normal alphabet is replaced by one in jumbled order. This is harder to code, but most people need a written substitution chart to read or write it. That chart can be lost or stolen. You practice. I want to see a check where this comes into play. That's what I really want to see. You practice complex transposition ciphers where messages are written down in columns or lines, then reorganized into scrambled words. This means that both are encoded in a plain text written copy. Both an encoded and a plain text written copy exist, which can be insecure. Milady, there are letters for you. I don't think we've ever encountered a cipher check in any of our playthroughs so far. I wonder if we'd be able to avoid murdering ourselves. We do know, a bit about archery. Don't know if it's enough, but we'll find out. Alright. Cat suit. Oh my god! That's great. That's great. It's a monocle. Alright, I didn't read that. You practice the types and amounts of... Oh, we already know that one. You learn about caring for your bow, how to store it between uses, string and unstring, to check for damage or wear. You also learn that you should never fire a bow without an arrow on the string. You practice protective gear and practice gripping, drawing, and anchoring the bow before finally using a shot. Oh no, on your journey to Sudbury, your carriage is attacked by bandits! You hear the distinctive sound of incoming arrows just in time to push yourself away from the window and avoid being shot. As I thought, our reflexes were high enough. From the screams outside, not all of your guards have been as lucky. The attackers vanish, scatter as soon as your forces show signs of resistance, vanishing into the woods. The rest of your trip passes with an incident, but you can't help jumping at shadows. Gwinnell's party is lovely. Not nearly as glamorous as your own upcoming birthday will be, of course, but still a major event in the noble social calendar. Everyone who is anyone is present. Uncle Lauren and your younger cousins are here, but Charlotte and her mother are not. Apparently Charlotte was ill. Everise, Duchess of Lila, is present, but she somehow always managed to avoid talking to you when you draw near. Oh, you mad because we married your we engaged ourselves to your stepson? There are refreshments and dancers and musicians and polite conversations, and one or two not so polite. Leek, Countess of Dis. Ooh, goodness. This is the mom of the Duchess of the birthday girl. Will not be shoved aside. Mother, it's my domain now. I need space for myself. You have your own lands to manage. Just because you're of age doesn't mean you know everything, young lady. You need my advice. This is my home. It has never been yours. Dang! Before you can back away, their gazes fall on you. They wait expectantly for you as near queen to settle the dispute. Flattery failed. Side with Grinnell. This is just a red-haired version. They do look very similar, you might be right. You heard her. She's an adult now and she's in charge here. Is that what your father would face upon your coronation? Cast aside without another word? My father's not a bitch. He's not going to like hearing that, is he? Yes, we did dismiss Juliana. A bit later, Brienne catches up with you. Oh, so this is Brienne. Hello, Elodie. Yeah, I think we stopped her from getting bitten. Either that or she was bitten and used her own like magical lumen powers because apparently Charlotte's a lumen to heal herself, depending on what checks you succeed and fail. Um, but regardless of the outcome, her mom's like, nope, we're getting out of here. Hello, Elodie. It's so wonderful that you're going to be queen now. I mean, I am sorry about your mother. Thanks. But think of the opportunities you're going to have. You're so lucky. That's an odd way of putting it. Parental aunt. Oh, the Duchess is your aunt. Well, how about that? You've got quite a lot of family going on here. Your grandma is... Wait, does that mean we're going to be related? Oh, wait, not by blood, though. Because she's just a stepmother. Anyway, I was wondering, now that you're almost queen and everything, have they told you all the secrets? Professional lady or fancier? Well, if that one... If that one thing on the Novan personals you guys sent over, the link you sent, was to be believed, it had a picture of Brienne, and it started off, and the dialogue was like, it started off as no homo, but then... What secrets? Like how to get into the old palace. I've heard it's packed full of treasure. Nova history failed, lore failed. Your own old palace? The one at Cather Lake, where the kings and queens of Nova used to live. I don't know anything about it. Oh. She bites her lip and frowns at you. Well, never mind then. Are you a treasure hunter? She walks away. So much for wanting to talk to you. Now I'm curious how that can go. That's right, she did mention that she had wanted to go on an adventure. She really did want to go on an adventure with us. We could have gone on an adventure with our pal. Ooh, look how close we are. You practice whirring a lure overhead for your bird to catch before calling her back to your hand. You practice playing with the lure, making it more difficult for your bird so that it takes multiple passes for her to grab her prey. Oh no! We get to go on an adventure and become lesbians on said adventure? Matters have come to a crisis. Arise, the Duchess of Lala, has declared civil war. What? Apparently she feels that you are a weak leader, unfit to be queen, and managed to sway several others to her banner. Who is against me? A number of minor earls and countesses, the Duchess of Mead and the Duke of Kygel. The situation in Hellas and Marie is less clear. I have military success. What forces can she muster, and what are we still holding? The naval side is, of course, useless in this conflict. By my estimate, Aris can field 4 battalions and 1 platoon. Oh lord, I don't think we have the strategy for this. Alright. What week are we on? Alright. I pardoned the criminals. I don't know if we'll regret that, but we'll find out. Dang man, we need to buff up our strategy. Maybe we should have done that the week before. I don't know if we're gonna have enough. It's alright, it's alright. I believe in us. The negotiator for the rebels has arrived to speak with you. Surrender now and I will be lenient. Too bad we have no speaking skills. We are not here for our surrender. We are here for yours. Relinquish your authority of the throne and you will not be harmed. The Duchess of Reese and her family will rule over as regents. You will not be allowed to maintain a figurehead title. Many lives will be spared and your domain will continue. I remember we got into this situation with our first ability. We actually managed to succeed and I was really proud. I am the queen. Since we cannot come to an agreement, we will meet you on the battlefield. Cute. War rages for control of Nova. As Vinnie Queen, you are required to take personal control of your forces. Battles are won or lost, fallen soldiers decorating the landscape. The final outcome is victory for your side. Yes! The forces sweep through the rebellious duchies and are met with cheers by the local population. Reese, the ringleader, is executed, and other rebels are forced to pay tribute to keep their holdings. course, there is also a cost paid in lives. Strategy and logistics failed, battlefield medicine plus herbs failed. Total casualties were 1.25 battalions on your side and 1.5 battalions among the rebels. Of course, there were no more rebel soldiers now. They were once again your loyal subjects. Oh, we can talk to Adair. Sorry we killed your stepmom. No hard feelings? You find Adair digging a hole under a bush in the garden. Hi, Elodie. What are you doing? Nothing. You've been busy a lot lately. It suddenly occurs to you that no one has told Adair what's been going on. He went to war with his family. You had his stepmother executed, and he has no idea. Lie and distract him, break the news gently, brag about it. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, okay. I really like this kid, so I don't want to brag about it. I want to hurt his feelings. So I don't know if he was exceptionally close to his stepmom. I kind of get the feeling that he, as best you can, you explain the conflict and how Arisa's death was necessary to preserve the peace in Nova. It's hard to tell how much he understands because he goes completely quiet and doesn't speak to you for the rest of the day. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, it's best that we tell him right now, as opposed to lying to him. He's bound to find out at some point. It's better to hear it from us than to, find out we were lying to him, right? How sad. Alright. You practice complex runs, trills, and transportation on the pianoforte. You practice the transverse flutes, learning how to perform a beautiful tone by blowing across the mouthpiece. I'm sad about our little husband. 4 years ago, the Duchess of Hellas tried to foment an insurrection in northern Ixion, just over the Galban River border. Not only did that fail, but in retaliation, Ixion pushed troops into southern Marie. Things have been so unsettled lately. Everyone's on edge. We need something cheerful. Oh man, we could actually participate in the Falcon competition. Oh my gosh. You could hold a tournament. What a good idea. Knights, jousting, musicians, all sorts of competitions. Everyone loves a contest. Status and praise. Being declared to be the best in front of everyone in the entire domain should be a prize enough for anyone. Divination failed. Decoration success. You pick up the dead leaves and adjust the floral arrangement, muttering under your breath about blind butlers. There! That's so much better. You continue up to the stairs to your room where a maid is waiting for you. A gift is ready from the Duke? No, my lady, a merchant house, blah 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 blah. All of a sudden, your puppy, who is usually so well behaved, growls to the box of chocolates and lunges at it. Tiny queen fussing over flower arrangements. -1 willful. We could go hunting. Oh my goodness, you take out some of your frustration with helpless prey animals. What's with that music that plays during it? Yeah, we have a dog that's trainable enough to pass the check. It's cool. We'll take a walk in the gardens. Oh, you know, we could actually participate in the vocal competition now too. But we're definitely good at falcons, so I say we go with falcons. I mean, we've maxed falcons basically. Once we had this outfit on, at least. Let's study a little bit more swords. And do we have any world history? A little. Soids and Boyds. Soids and Boyd, that's the goal. You're about the western continent, Giavar, where civilization flourished so long ago, and the ancestral Nobans were still living in caves. No one knows what became of them. The population vanished without a trace, leaving only their enormous stone buildings. You practice using your blade to disarm opponents and shove them backwards. You spar with a partner, trading blows while looking for openings to tag each other. You begin to work with a metal blade, getting the feel for its weight and edge, as well as learning how to care for it. Falconry! Natch. You are far too new to the sport to be in contention for a prize, but it is a pleasant learning experience, and your fellow competitors are pleased by your interest and enthusiasm. We don't get to win. But we do pass, but we don't. What happens if I wonder if we could do music. You're on. You don't embarrass yourself, but your song won't be remembered as the highlight of the day either. Apparently our instruments aren't high enough. Whatever, we got this. All of a sudden, a man approaches the winner's platform. In one hand he carries an armor gauntlet, and the other a sword. Reese, the ringleader of the rebellion. She was his mother. He casts the metal glove on the ground with a clatter and raises his sword, pointing it at you. I challenge you, Elodie, a life for a life. Challenging you to a duel? Real magic failed. Accept. Very well, I will meet your challenge. The crowd seems to not realize at first that this is a blood match, not entertainment. Or perhaps they do, and their cheering is all the louder for it. Oh no! Our swords were not high enough. What if we... He really needs to stop being so butt mad all the time. Weapons. Is there a universe where he isn't butt mad? I don't know. Maybe if we execute that person at the start, he won't be so mad at us this entire game. And also probably if we don't kill his mom. Ooh, you learn techniques for thrusting your blade through enough armor to disable or kill your opponent. Thrusting your blade through armor to disable or kill your opponent. I think we've got a winner here. Oh no! What a drag! We can either succeed at swords or fail at birds. This is not a world I want to live in. Do we have one from before? I don't think it was Patches. I don't think she's in the room. Okay, we still have enough here to get to 90, so I think we might... Blah 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 blah. Yeah, we did it! Finally, after much footwork and dodging, you were able to penetrate his defenses. Your sword drives through a weak spot in his armor, slicing through muscle and bone. He lies at your feet, bleeding, helpless. His final act is to spit upon your feet. Even in death, he would not submit. You had no choice. Alright, so I have to point out, the one we did, we had like the option, like when we did it with like pole arms, we had the option of, you know, sparing him at one point. But there is no such sparing with a blade. Good thing I didn't eat them. +1 cheerful. I just want to... Wasn't worthy of to make him submit entirely. Alright, what are we up to now? I don't even remember. We've murdered some dudes, man. Two murders in one day. Wait, two murders. Plus one cheerful. Let's study some history and junk, man. Nova's history involves an endless slew of names and dates. No kidding. Even as small as it's become, there are 10 dukedoms. No, 11 now, plus the royal line. You hope no one expects you to memorize every lineage. No individual may hold more than one dukedom, but nobles seek noble spouses, so titles often come together before being parceled out to heirs. Your father is Duke of Helleris, and his brother is Duke of Mazamba. Bryn, Duchess of Hellas, is the sister of Vanian, Duke of Marie, and so on. You murdered our fiance's stepbrother, and her stepbrother. Yeah, we did just sort of. The ladder by our own hand. They were trying to kill us. Ooh, we unlocked a new outfit. My lady, your father wishes to speak to you. He says it's urgent. I'll be there in a minute. There's someone I have to talk to first. Ooh, you wait for the maid to leave, then hurry to rendezvous with your agent. Your Highness, I had a quiet chat with the workers on the cargo ship which carried the poisoned chocolates. Seems someone was bribed to take that package on board, not in Kegel, but further down the river in Merva. I had a look at the card that came with it and checked it against your correspondence. For a moment you are mildly annoyed that she somehow managed to get into your personal mail and read it without asking you, but then that is the sort of thing you hired her for. And the handwriting does bear a certain similarity to a prominent noble. You won't like this. What is it? Your Aunt Lucille, the Countess of Nyx. What? I can't be certain, and even if she wrote the card doesn't mean she's behind the poison, but I'd be careful. If something happens to you, who benefits? Who inherits? My Uncle Laurent, her husband. If you'd like, I could travel to the Duzel? I don't know how you say that. I've never heard of read that out loud. In Merva, see if I can find out more. Yes, fine, go. Maybe this is all a clever trick, or a misunderstanding. My dad wants to talk to me, which is probably more bad news. Charlotte's parents want us dead, maybe. Do we actually I don't remember what our naval strategy is. I want to see the outfit. What did we get for Scholar's Gown? Boost history. Oh my gosh! Look at you! You're adorable! Ah, that's so cute. Alright, let's see. I agreed to leave the naval strategy. Ducal. The writer of this game put so much work into court building, to world building and court intrigue, but we're dying too often to appreciate it. Hey! Let's see. Nah, we're still going. Probably not for too much longer, though. Wait, have any what, Kit? Tambula, to the south, underwent a peasant revolution shortly after you were born. The nobles either fled or were killed, and the new rulers have so far refused to establish official diplomatic ties with Nova. While they are not friendly, neither are the enemies, at least not yet. Southeast lies the domain of Talas, with which we have enjoyed fairly cordial relations. Center, the chief province, borders the Novan Duchy of Illith, and nobles from the two provinces have been known to intermarry. Oh man. We still couldn't climb high enough. Climb well enough. Alright, alright. Yeah, if only we hadn't gotten all our soldiers killed earlier. We do have naval, but not enough to get us through this. So out of curiosity, what if we... Like, I don't know if there's any way of us getting out of this one without, you know, getting wrecked, but we can find out. I mean, we just don't have the soldiers, you know? So I guess what we can study up on is, oops. In the distant pans, the Aveni tribes of the east rode great beasts with spines and tentacles on their heads instead of horses. The bones of these creatures are sometimes found in Lila and Mead, the chests are valued of its crafters. You read about the northeast continent, Borealis, where the first limits in history are recorded. how the discovery of magic shaped their development. I was hoping we could learn more about Sangia, but I don't know where we learn about what that comes into play. Since the recent revolution, Tambulians have twice began gathering troops on the Novan border. Both times their camps were struck by fierce storms and earthquakes, and decided to give up on the idea. Pirates are once again operating out in Orcas, although they are currently sticking to the northern seas and no threat to Nova. However, if they turn to slave raids, the Borealians may be quite vulnerable. We should max out our swords. Oh no, we don't have magic at all. If we don't have magic at all, then that means... Oh no. That means that we're gonna get that ending. Because and we don't even have the composure to keep ourselves chilled. It's like I don't know if there's any way to talk our way out of it. Oops, I didn't mean to. Oh well. We can fight him for our pride at least. What did I disagree to? I didn't mean to. Can't we just give him the thing? The thing he wants. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Oh shit, I remember the whole reason I did that was so that I could... I remember why I did that now. Sorry, okay, let's do this quickly. Foreign affairs, swords. Get our swords on. Skip ahead. There we go. Now this one should make it so that she gets a bonus to composure. Let's study some composure. Soldiers have marched from villages, trampling fields, and frightening citizens. The expected diplomat is a military representative, a general or an admiral. You don't expect a handsome man decked in jewels. Togami, king of Sanjia. Foreign intelligence failed, world history failed, so I didn't have enough of either of those. Don't pretend to be my friend while you're killing my people. Timber, princess. After all, I'm here to save your people. War benefits no one, don't you think? Such a terrible waste. Better to settle things in a civilized manner. Blah, blah, blah. Should I win? Blah, blah, blah. But I'm not a lumen. Saving it for coronation, were you? Such a pity that you'll be unprepared. Well then, go and find your crystal. Becoming a lumen is a very simple factor. Then we can have our duel. What's the point? You know I can't win. Why don't you just kill me now? Because that's not the game. You want to fight to save your people, don't you? I want to fight a lumen. If you refuse, then the war will continue. I'll sweeten the deal. If you meet me in a formal lumen challenge, I'll call off the invasion even if I win. Really? I swear by the gods, Nova will be free and safe. Why take that risk? You're winning the war. Blah blah blah, Crystal. I'm ready to power my own. Oh, I only have one option here. Accept his terms. Then I must. Oh no! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Sad magical dad and no. No, not my little girl. You want to fight the Lumen ruler of Nova? Your father reaches into his pocket and pulls out a shimmering blue crystal, which he places over his heart. But wait. That's not Mom's crystal, though. Because Mom's crystal is pink, right? Dad, were you a lumen all along? I never thought about this. I never really thought about the color, but... Your hair stands on end as a veil of blue sparkles settles over your father, crawling into his skin. When it's over, the jewel has been absorbed into his body without a trace. Fight me. Leave her alone. Well, this is not what I expected, but it will serve my purposes just as well. Daddy? Be quiet, Elodie. You are not a queen yet. Oh yeah, all the nobles used to be lumen. You are forced to sit and watch as the two men work out the details of the duel and its stakes, take their places on a carefully warded circle. Your father crosses his arms, summoning a thick gray frog that swirls around him. Oh, thick gray frog that swirls around him, hiding him from view, but the Sanjian king conjures a cloud of glowing butterflies which drive into the fog and blow it apart. Then the invader claps his hands together and chants. Fiery red lights cluster over his fingertips and merge together into a pulsing blob before erupting towards your father. He resists with a beam of blue. For someone who just became a lumen, he's doing fairly decent. Catching in the infernal energy and pushing it back in Togami's direction. You knew what the outcome would be. You knew it all along. Togami is a trained lumen eager to demonstrate his power, and your father was your father. It hurts just as bad when I know what's coming. His wife was one, that's true. The blue crystal reappears, lying beside your father's body like an innocently discarded bauble. But now that blue color is colored by a faint wash of red. The smirking king of Sangia sweeps the crystal off the floor and tucks it away into his robes. How fitting. First I end your mother's life, and then your father's. You what? You didn't think her death was an accident, did you? That took careful planning. And now the noble power is mine. And you even get to live. He held out a hand in front of him, the elegant robe dangling freely. Now kneel and kiss my hand. Never, not in 1,000 years, composure failed. With a scream, you launch yourself at the Sanjian king, prepared to go down fighting. Of course, it only takes a touch of his magic to end your life. I just wanted to marry my cute little husband. God, is there any way to actually survive this? I mean, the only thing I could think of would be not getting so thoroughly wrecked during the Civil War, but I think we overwrote that save already. And I imagine if we grind composure, I don't know if anything happens except that we kind of grit and just suck it up. I don't know. Let's try though. I'm really upset about Sad Dad. I was really excited. I was really excited about music and about spies and about husbands. Ooh, this is before the Civil War. Well, all right. That's great. Maybe next time we'll try messing with this a bit more. And I have one even before that. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We will, have to investigate that then. But for now, I better go to bed. It's 11 o'clock. How long have I been streaming this? I can't even see. 2:21, yeah. Don't want to overstay my welcome. I just want to know what happens if you if you pass the climbing check in the war. Anyway, we should see if we can grind some strategy to avoid losing so many lives. Medicine and logistics. And see if that will help us, because we'll have more people left over. You practice deep breathing exercises, learn to find and maintain a sense of inner calm. Yeah, we don't actually have the outfit on this playthrough, but we can become a magical girl. That is a thing that can happen. Oops, I forgot to bump up swords. Right. Quit being angry. Sorry, I know I said I was gonna go to bed. I was gonna test this. I'm curious. What were the other ones? World history and what? Foreign affairs, was it? Or was it intrigue, foreign intelligence? You read about the 100-Year War, which left much of Borealis uninhabitable and created a power vacuum which would eventually be filled by the growing power of Nova. Wait, did I? Oh, okay. Foreign intelligence, world history. Still not enough. We had enough composure not to slap him at least. Foreign intelligence. Alright. That's it for now. We'll keep messing around. I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.